Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Ford Fiesta video. I'm Neil from Bathcars. This is a little three-door LX Ford Fiesta CVT auto with just one family ownership from new. It's the same surname all the way through on the P registration, so she's getting on a little bit now, but still relatively tidy actually. Just a dent in the front near side wing, which hasn't broken the paint, just pushed it in. Could well actually pull out with one of the little suckers. Actually, I've got one of those, so I'll try that on that. There's a good history and documents all with the car, which we'll come to a bit later. I fitted fresh number plates to it, although the original plates are still with the car. There's a splash of tax with it until the end of January 2013, and there are 3 keys and all the owner's manuals. I think the rear wash wiper's not working at the moment. Maybe it's just a fuse, but certainly I've tried it. It doesn't work, but the most of the other kit works. The heater, everything works fine. There's a slight exhaust blow from the rear, but the car sings along very nicely. I drove it for about 25 miles yesterday, and I took her up to 80 miles an hour. In fact, it was nearly 85, and it was very, very smooth indeed on the run. It was spot on. The battery's good, all starts well. It's in a metallic slate blue colour. All the wheel trims are okay. Actually, in fact, they're not that badly scuffed. These two aren't too bad at all. And the tyre wear on this one, he's quite a bit better than half worn. That one's practically new by the looks of it. There's a spare underneath the car. It's there. This one here, they're all budget tyres basically, but that's better than half worn as well. And this one here is just probably about half worn, if not just a bit worse than half worn. The headlights are good, the glass is all good. It's got a roof-mounted aerial with a glass sunroof there as well. Obviously a few little marks here and there, but not too bad for 51,000 miles. Pretty good still. Let's go and have a look at the history. Hello, and welcome then to the documents and history section then for this Ford Fiesta. Firstly, we've got the original owner's pack with books for various delivery bits and bobs, commitment from Ford. The audio owner's guide is present with the serial numbers and the radio code all there. The owner's handbook is there as well, although a little bit untidy, it's still there. The service history comprises of 2 service books. One's got a stamp from Invicta Motors, which was obviously the supplying Ford dealer, at 520 miles in 1997, and then it goes on to another service book. Maybe they temporarily lost that book, but both of them have the original Ford details in here. 1.25 Z-Tech with Invicta Motors then at 520. Actually, in fact, that's a duplicate of that then, isn't it? Look, so 520, 13th of 6th, 97. Then another stamp in 98, then in 2000, and then in 2002 at 25k. Some other receipts and bills here. Priory Motorworks, that is July the 24th, 2012 for £301. That looks like a damn good service with plugs, air filter, pollen filter, engine oil, etc. £301. And then another one here, July the 24th, 2012. Carry out and start, £158, engine oil, brake fluid. Unfortunately, the writing is sort of not quite start and I can't make it out. But anyway, Prior Motorworks, and that was July the 24th, 2012. And same date as well, actually. £158 was that one. And then in July the 2nd, 2011, sorry, £174. That was another interim service with front brake pads. So a fair bit of service history recently as well with some bills. The V5 is here, shows 3 keepers in total. Last was a lady, and she bought the car in March 2011, and it's a Ford Fiesta LX Auto 1242cc in blue. And the MOT is current and is valid until the 23rd of July 2013. There are a couple of small advisories: a lower suspension on bush, an offside inner front lower suspension bush, and centre exhaust has minor leaks. So just a few small advisories, but a decent length of MOT to run with it, and also tax until the end of this month, January 2013. Also a delivery, customer service delivery, Invicta Motors, there we go, 3-door, warm blue as the colour, That's the interior. State blue is the exterior colour. It's a CTX automatic, and I don't think there's anything else. Registration date 30th of the 10th 1997, and a handover checklist as well from Mr. Warrington. So in fact, well, this car is one owner. It's just come to me. Look here, handover checklist, Mr. C. Warrington. Then the next keeper was Robin Anthony Warrington, and then the next keeper again was Jane Rebecca Warrington, and all of the same address. So I think you can't beat that then, just the one family owner from new. Excellent. Back to the car then. Right, welcome back then. So obviously with a 3-door, you've got 2 inertia wheel safety belts and one centre lap belt, so it's a 5-seater car. Heated rear screen works fine. The seats are quite a light colour with coloured paisley type of insert, and they could do with a proper clean, especially that one over there. A bit of hot water and a scrub will probably bring those up perfectly. There's all the owner's manuals. Manual windows for this, there's nothing to go wrong there. Has power steering, has a driver's side airbag, the radio cassette player works fine. Anything in there? Nothing much in there really. The interior courtesy light's working fine, and I don't think it's got central locking. I will check. So I've got 3 keys. No, it doesn't appear to have central locking. All the locks are working fine there. Yep, that's fine. Okay, there are rubber mats, Ford original rubber mats here with the car. And the car shows 51,403 miles. Right, get the right key. So the airbag light goes out. The car starts up perfectly. You can just hear that slight blow from the exhaust. Don't notice it when you're in the car. It's only that I've had the door open now and I've just noticed it. So lights, washers, wipers, all work fine. Fans working fine. The auto box is one of these CVT types, constant velocity transmission, and has a low setting, reverse, park, etc. The brakes are all good, and the handbrake holds well as well. Digital clock. There's the rear demister. Now, just a slight. There is an issue with the gearbox. It's why it's a cheap car. I can get it rectified, but it will put the price up. Let's see how we get on at this price. So when you grab reverse, the car just wants to basically move in its gear. But as long as you've got your foot on the brake and your foot on the handbrake on, it's fine. And then when you go to drive, you just need to let the car just slightly creep forward about an inch or so, and then it'll stall like that. Let me just show you that again. So just keep your foot on the brake slightly, and you just let it just bounce forward an inch, and then into neutral. So there's a little bit of a knack to it. It didn't worry me too much. It just might be a bit awkward for parking. Okay, so when you're in reverse, once you're on the go, it's fine. But as soon as you go into drive, you just need to let the car move forward an inch, put your foot on the brake. Okay, straightforward. If you're not a brilliant driver, then it probably might not be for you, and maybe consider one of our dearer automatic motor cars. But there she is, a little Ford Fiesta 1.25 Z-Tech. Drives really well with power steering. Just got the dent in that locality there, and I may well get that out in a minute, and I'll just better put some new windscreen wipers on it as well. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.